Hello, I am Niv Rajendra, and today I will be guiding you through some pranayama and meditation to help you drop deep into your heart space, deep into the still points of your heart space, the still points of the turning world, neither flesh nor fleshless, neither from nor towards, at the still point, as T.S. Eliot so beautifully says. But yes, really dropping you into this heart space and letting you take some time there to be still, be attentive, and move from a fear-driven life towards a love-drawn one. This is something I've noticed that we tend to do, is really make our choices and decisions from a place of subtle fear. It's very subtle, it's very quiet. Fear of punishment, fear of not receiving a reward, fear of judgment, fear of shame. And transmuting that, the work is to really transmute that into action that is love drawn, being drawn into life through love, into choices, into action, into thought through love. And this is the medicine of the heart, the wisdom of the heart, at the still innermost point of the heart. So I want us to really drop in there, and we're going to use some pranayama and meditation to help us. So we're going to start in our upright seated posture. We're going to move a little bit first and then come into stillness, but just at least arriving into a seated posture, spinal cord tall, and starting off with actually bringing your hands behind your head a little bit towards the nape of your neck or the bottom part of your head, elbows splayed out, fingers interlocking as if you were resting on a pillow, that is your interlocking hands, and just feeling yourself energetically lean back and even physically lean back a little bit, resting into those arms and feeling the armpits stretch out as the elbows point towards the back of you as much as is possible. And this is really opening out your chest, and you're feeling your scapula come together, or the back of your shoulders come together, and just allowing yourself to lean back here with your eyes open, and taking a couple of moments to first look leftwards without turning your head towards the left elbow, and just breathing a couple of breaths, feeling that nice open stretch, and feeling your eyes trying to stay fixed on the left elbow, and keeping the breath full and open as you do so. So subtly opening into that breath with the heart open, the chest open. And there's no sound to your breath. The breath is moving in and out through the nostrils, mouth is closed. And now let's look towards the right elbow as much as you can see, to the right elbow without moving your heads, and feeling your belly big as you drop into some longer, fuller breaths, looking towards the right elbow. Quiet breath, full breath. And bringing the eyes back to center, closing them, and just actively stretching out the spinal cord in an inhale and looking up towards the ceiling, still leaning back on those clasped hands and feeling the elbows splay out, looking up with your inhale and exhale, closing in bringing chin to chest, slight pressure from the palms as you bow your head down and elbows come in towards each other. Sorry, I'm doing this as I'm guiding you, so I hope the voice didn't get too muted. But taking an inhale and again opening out those elbows, those armpits, that chest, looking up, full inhale through the nostrils. And exhaling, curling in, almost like a cat-cow, but you're seated and your elbows are coming together as you crunch down, chin to chest in your exhale. Let's do that together. Inhale, opening out, elbows wide, looking up to ceiling, leaning back in those palms, the nape of your heads. Exhaling, closing in, curling in, elbows touching together if possible, chin to chest. And coming back to center, bringing hands down to knees and taking some moments to gently curl your head around your neck. So some neck rotations. You can take small little arcs around the neck, just opening out the throat a little bit, keeping the breath regular, open, but natural and quiet as well. Just more attention there as you open out the sides of the neck, the back of the neck, side of the neck again, front of the neck. And you can rotate that on the other side, the other direction, syncing your breath to the movements of your head. Already just opening out that breath, letting it know that you are receptive to it. Slowing it down, softening your belly, and just coming back to center. Slowly coming to a still posture, rolling your shoulders back and low, crown of the head tall, spinal cord tall, sit bones balanced. Palms can be facing upwards or downwards if that's intuitively feeling better for you. And just feeling your posture, your seated posture, and making a quiet internal resolution towards being as still as you possibly can for the remaining of this practice. Being still and quiet. Noticing the natural expansion and fall of your body as you make this resolution. But if any other urge comes to move your hands around, itch something, shake something, at least for this duration of the practice, you make the resolution to be still, to not follow those urges, to be patient, to let them pass. Feeling your energy shifting back into your body, the energy around your head, your temples, dropping down towards your heart. Feeling the belly soft and noticing the natural rise and fall of your heart, bringing all attention to the heart. And noticing the pulse of your heart, the beat of your heart, the expansion around the chest with your inhale, with your in-breath, the softening with your out breath. And we're just going to center all of our attention around this heart space, feeling the breath, prana, shakti, illuminating the heart space, expanding the heart space with this in-breath, softening the heart space, opening the heart space with the out-breath. Breath is quiet, it's very subtle, and all attention is just around the heart and this expanding and contracting of the heart with your in-breath and your out-breath that has naturally already slowed down, stretched out, regulated, so the in-breath is organically the same counts as the out-breath. And just to get us situated, we're going to do 5 deep, full breaths, feeling the heart, listening to the heart, dropping all awareness into the heart and noticing what happens in that area of the body when you inhale and when you exhale. So exhaling out completely, soft body, soft face, taking a full inhale, feeling the entire belly expand, the heart center bright, open, expanded. And then in your out breath, soft exhale, long exhale, noticing the cadence of your pulse, of your heartbeat. In breath, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, just slowing it down just a little bit. Out, awareness in the heart space. Feeling it release, relax. Inhale. Fairly perceptible breath sounds through your nostrils, but full expansion in the body. And exhaling out. And just now coming back to whatever breath feels good for you, fully situating yourself back in your body. The still body, quiet breath, full breath, all energy centered in the heart. Feeling as if there were a point right in the middle of your chest from which life emerges and then returns to. So when you inhale, feeling from the still point, light emerging, expanding, breath expanding, and in your exhale, feeling all energy return back to the still point. Feeling your torso very spacious, very soft, without any tension or restriction. Feeling your mind focused, calm, steady, looking inwards to the heart, and feeling your ears turned inwards towards the heart as well. Noticing the pumping of your blood the feeling and rhythm of your pulse throughout your body, but centered in your heart. The rhythm and sensation of your heartbeat. And we're going to do 5 more full, deep breaths with all your focus at the still point in the heart center. And in your inhale, feeling life emerging, breath emerging, light emerging from the still point, filling up your entire body and beyond. And in your exhale, there's this return to the still point. And we're going to take some moments to pause in between inhale, exhale, so you can again just really feel the stillness. But all attentiveness is around the heart. So inhaling, exhaling out completely. Spinal cord straight, chin slightly tucked in. Full inhale, feeling breath, light, life emerge out of the still point from the chest center, illuminating your entire body. Pausing, exhaling, feeling everything come back to rest in that still point in the heart center. Small pause, full inhale, quiet breath, or expanding out from the still point, pausing, exhaling, everything contracting, returning back to the still point in the heart. Pausing, inhale, 3, 4, 5, 6, pause, exhale, listening to the heartbeats, to the pulse as you return to that still point. Pause, inhale, holding the breath, slow, quiet exhale, still body, holding the breath, inhale, hold, exhale, gaze is fixed in the heart, hold, and just returning back to natural breath, whatever's feeling good for you. And now you're going to follow me with an internal chant that I'm going to chant in the inhale, I'm going to chant in the pause, I'm going to chant in the exhale. And once you catch on, you can just follow. So you could listen to me say it out loud in the inhale and then repeat it internally to yourself at the pause and at the exhale. I'm inhaling, exhaling out, and inhale, chanting, be still and know I am God. Pausing, be still and know I am God. Exhaling, be still and know I am God. Inhale, be still and know I am. Holding, be still and know I am. Exhaling, be still and know I am. Inhale, be still and know. Pausing, be still and know. Exhaling, be still and know. Inhale, be still, holding breath. Be still. Exhaling out, be still. Inhale, be, hold, be. Exhale, be. Resting in the heart space, still in the heart space, feeling the echoes of be, as if it were a voice emanating out from the still point of the heart space. We're going to do that again. Now you know what you are chanting, and you know where that voice and that energy is emanating out from. So really feel as if you were listening in to the echoes of your heart space, continuing to feel the pulse, the heartbeat, the sounds of your heart, the energy of your heart, all attention in the heart as you chant mentally this chant. Exhaling out completely and full deep breath, feeling energy draw out and in from the heart. Be still and know I am God. Pausing breath. Be still and know I am God. Exhaling out from the heart. Be still and know I am God. Inhale. Be still and know I am. Holding breath. Be still and know I am. Exhaling out. Be still and know I am. Inhaling. Be still and know. Holding breath. Be still and know. Exhaling out. Be still and know. Inhaling. Be still. Pause. Be still. Exhaling out. Be still. Inhale. Be. Holding breath. Be. Exhaling out. Be. Staying in the heart space, feeling the echoes resonate through your entire body. Quiet breath, subtle breath, still body, still mind. One more time, inhaling, exhaling out completely. And drawing in, feeling the voice of the chant emanate out from the heart. Be still and know I am God. Holding breath, be still and know I am God. Exhaling, be still and know I am God. Inhale, be still and know I am. Holding breath, be still and know I am. Out breath, be still and know I am. In, be still and know. Be still and know. Be still and know. Inhale, gaze in the heart. Be still. Be still. Be still. Inhale. Be. 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 And just resting for a couple of moments in your quietness, in your stillness, in the still point of the heart center. That you may be love drawn from moment to moment to moment, and that you may be. Feeling the throb of your blood through your body, the quiet space of your heart, the quiet ebb and flow of your breath. And prana shakti emanating out and in, out and in from your heart center. And to close, we're just going to chant Yum out loud 3 times together. Taking a full deep inhale. Y-A-M, yum. Exhaling out. Yum. Inhale. Yum. Keeping gaze fixed in the heart center, inhale. Taking a few full breaths for yourself before we close the practice. All energy, focus, attention fixed around the heart space, the chest, the back of the chest, the expansion and contraction of the body around the heart. Slow breath illuminating the heart. Soft smile on the face, soft forehead. Resting in that joyful place of your heart that just knows trusting the space, resting in the space, and taking your palms, rubbing your palms together, creating heat between your palms, good amount of heat. And this time, before you place it on your eyes, you can place palms over the heart, bowing your head slightly, taking a full breath here, letting the warmth move through your heart, into your heart, honoring the heart, rubbing the palms together again, and bringing palms this time over the eyes and feeling the warmth from the palms soak into the eyes. May you move through the rest of your day, weeks, love drawn instead of fear driven, from the heart, of the heart, with the hearts, opening your eyes gently underneath palms, folding palms together, bringing them down to heart center. Namaste. I hope you felt the potency of that practice, and I hope that you return to this often. With endless love and gratitude, Namaste.